Hey,
Hello, hello, hello. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Good. Trying to get into this.
All
Seeing getting some people to come on in. But that's okay if a lot if I know it's Friday night, some people have plans and things to do. But the good thing about it is this interview will remain on my Facebook page and on YouTube for you guys to view and listen at your leisure. So right now I'm here with federally convicted jury heist thief Charles Leroy Hall. How you doing tonight, Mr. Hall?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good, good, good. So Mr. Hall was convicted in 2016. There were 36 defendants on his case, but I'm going to allow him to answer some questions and tell his own story. I'll be hearing the story for the first time along with you guys. So, um, and then also after he tells his story and he answers a few questions of mine, then I'll give you guys the opportunity. I'll display the number on the screen and give you guys the opportunity to call in for questions, or you can ask questions in the comments. I'll turn on the comments now. Hi, everybody. Hey, Ayana. Hey, Alex. Hey.
How y'all doing?
Alrighty. So, and I just want you guys to keep this in mind. While I can't tell anyone how to react, I just have one question. Isn't prison about reform? So, hold your judgments. And let's get into this. All right. So, Mr. Hall,
Yes.
I don't want to sound like an attorney and put you back in court. But where did you grow up?
I grew up in Detroit till I was about 4 years old. Then I moved to Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
And
I
then
grew
and
half my life in Nashville, Cashville.
is that what they call it?
Yeah.
And when did you move back to Detroit?
Yeah, I moved
After,
back to Detroit when I was after my brother died. Today is my brother's birthday as well, December 9th. My
oh,
brother, yeah,
happy heavenly birthday to your brother.
happy heavenly birthday, little man. Toast to you and thank you for all the blessings that you continue doing for our family and everything. So, yep, today my brother's birthday or whatever, but he died in 1998, and that's when we decided, me and my mom and my sisters decided to move back to Detroit, like in 2000. So he died in 99. I think we came back to Detroit in 2000 because I believe in 99 we went to Grand Blanc, Michigan.
How
Like
did your brother pass away? Do you mind me asking that?
he passed away from cancer. He had thyroid.
Oh,
Yep.
how old was he?
He was only 23 years old.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that.
So that had effect on me too. But I'll be so happy on his birthday. I'll be down and happy at the same time though. So today I'm kind of like going through the roller coaster, but I want to do it today, for his remembrance. So this is for my brother, Menzie Boykins. We call him Little Man, even though he was 6'11". He was tall as hell. Yeah, my best friend.
Oh,
Yeah. So I moved back in Grand Blanc in 1999.
mm-hmm.
Yep, and went to school at Grand Blanc Middle School for like 1 year, and then I moved to Detroit. I moved to Detroit, back to Detroit on the east side of 7 Mile.
So what was your childhood like? Was it happy? Did you guys struggle?
Mm, it was happy. It was happy all the time. I was one of them happy little boys, happy kid. I had a twin sister, so and when I ain't happy, she happy. So you could never be happy when it's two of us. You get what I'm saying? So I was a happy ass kid. I had fun. I was spoiled as hell. I had whatever I wanted. Uh, I was spoiled from everybody. Like everybody loves me. Like I got a good heart, and everybody know that. So I fuck with everybody that fuck with me. Like I'm like well mannered. I get respect, and everybody
Yeah.
loves me. So and that's been from when I was a jit since I was a baby. So it always been love wherever I go. From that,
So it's not like, not to jump ahead, it's not like the cliche story where you had it rough, so you turned to a life of crime. It's not even
no,
that type of thing.
not really. Is like more of a like not to be the downgrade the environment. It's more like product of your environment. You get what I'm saying? Like you was born into it,
Yeah.
born into that type of lifestyle. That well, I'm a Rastafarian, so now I'm a Rastafarian. I've been a Rasta since I was a kid, but it's just a lifestyle. That when you're portraying as a young black male and when you influenced by other guys that you look up to.
So you would say you fell in with the wrong crowd?
Most definitely.
Hmm.
It ain't
How
on
old?
it ain't even on no followers shit. It's on some shit. That's the way it was when you from the city of Detroit. When you a young boy from the city of Detroit, you always gonna adapt to your brothers and your cousins. And when you with older crowd, shit, you a kid, you gonna adapt to grown people shit. And then as a kid,
Mhm.
grown people shit, like far as even cussing. They call me foul mouth. Since I was a kid, all I did was cuss. Like, on some grown shit, trying to be grown, you know?
You're right.
So yeah.
So how old were you when you first broke the law?
I was young as hell. I probably was shit 9 years old.
What the,
9 years
what were
old.
you doing at 9 years old?
What, shit, getting caught for what I got caught for. Like still
Stealing?
whatever the fuck I want, I would just take. If
Hmm.
if I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So you just take that shit, whatever you want. However, not on no robbery, robbing no motherfucking body. I ain't never robbed nobody though. Like, why would I rob somebody when I can rob the government as we did? You robbing from the rich people. Nah, you ain't taking from the poor. I ain't targeting uh innocent people or nothing like that.
Yeah. So were you working a regular 9 to 5 back then?
Yeah, I always was work. I always was a hustler. I always was getting money. I always hung with people that was getting money. I always had good, healthy relationships and connections with people to get money. Hell yeah, I started working. My first job, shit, I used to in Grand Blanc. That was my first job. My first job was ever. Uh, I always cut grass and everything since a kid, so been a hustler like that. But my first job was delivering newspapers. So I always
Okay.
have a job though. Like that was always like the key. It was always to be like to get money. Because I learned from my mom. My mom was a hustler, so shit, that's all I knew. I was to work. Hell yeah, I had a 9 to 5 as well.
But so with your 9 to 5, you didn't feel like, forget this. This ain't for me. So you started trying to do other things as far as getting into.
Street activities,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
Then it all was the same to me for real. Whatever you do, you just do that shit like it's a job. I don't never like whatever I do. I don't never look at it as like whatever hustle I do, it's a job. I'm gonna do that shit right. Hustling.
Yeah. Okay. So what year was did the jewelry heist start? Take us back. Like what year was that?
What year that I started doing that was
Hmm. 2000 what?
2015.
2015. Summer, spring, winter.
2015. I think it was 2014.
What season was
Oh,
it?
yeah, it was. Yeah, it started like 2014 when I did it.
What
It was,
season was it?
oh shit, that shit was on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Okay. So, take us back to the beginning. Tell us how you heard about it and how you got involved with it.
Well, I heard about it because that was the thing in Detroit. That's what all those young fellas was on to get money, scams and scheming and plotting on things to get money, straight scheming. So
Okay.
I heard about it in the streets. Everybody was that was the it thing to get money. It's
All right.
go
So
out
I'm
make some money. Like just like any other way when you go out of town. You go out of town when you in hustling mode, you go out of town to go get some money and come back with some money.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Why out of town? Because you don't
Cause
shit.
you out of town, you be like tripling it up. You make money in your city, you gonna only don't double that shit. You go out of town, you gonna triple that shit. That shit gonna be more profitable. You better make it more profitable. You going out of state lines to do something. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Not really. I guess I'm not what they say about that life. So I'm just trying to understand it.
Uh, I know that's what I'm trying to
I thought it would be more like, you don't shit where you eat type thing.
that's as well there too. Yeah.
Okay.
You do something outside your jurisdiction. So when you go back to your jurisdiction, you ain't hot. So
That
hell yeah.
makes sense.
You do all that shit out of town. Whatever the fuck you do, if you want to do, you better do it out of town. How you gonna do some shit in your backyard? Everybody fucking know you back there.
Yeah. Whether it's crime or either cheating on your wife, huh?
I don't
Do
know
all
about
that out of town.
I I ain't into that cheating on your wife type time. Just think about it. What do you want your wife to cheat on you? That's crazy.
What is
You'll be on
Alex saying?
suicide watch. Your wife cheat on you, or if
Those
you
out of town trips are always more money. Alex, how you know? Alexandria, how do you know about that? Out of town trips are always more money. Yeah, the comments are on. I'm looking at you guys' comments. I'll read them in a moment. But so yeah, so okay, enough for me. If I have a question, I'll chime in, but just go ahead and I guess tell your story. Like, how did you hear about it? Who did you hear about it from? What you know?
I heard it from all the local cats, all the local jokers. That's what we was on. When you in the street life, that's what you know what the fuck going on, and you gonna get adapt to it, to whatever's going on. But it ain't like you got to be in the in crowd though. Can't nobody just join, or do what thugs do. Everybody ain't doing what we do.
Okay. So you can go into details and things like that, right? There's nothing restricting you from that or anything.
Oh no.
Okay, so you find out about it and then what?
And
How
then
did it come to how did it come to happen or whatever?
oh shit, we find out about you. I found out about it, and then we hit the road with a plan.
So did you how did you pick the jewelry stores or whatever? You now this is my first time hearing the full story, but you did say that there was someone else that was kind of like the brains behind it.
Yeah, most everybody got to play their part. Everybody the brains. If you're a smart guy, then you're gonna play the brains. But hell yeah,
So what was your part?
shit, all of it, everything. I did everything.
So you cased the stores
Drive, case of stores, all that. But
and
most of
then
the time, you have different people do different things. And you know, you got one person that case it, one person do. Everybody got a job, and this shit got to go accordingly. This shit is really like some mastermind shit though. Like, it's very intelligence you using shit. You using technology. You using ways to get the fuck out during it. It's a whole damn plan, or you gonna fumble, which I did.
hmm. So what technology did you use?
Shit, you use your phone to find out the location, to find out routes, everything.
Okay, so the first robbery that you participated in was in what state?
The first robbery, it was in Wisconsin.
And was this like a strip mall jewelry store or
No, this was a real jewelry store, a mom and pop's jewelry store.
located where? Like
Uh,
um
the town was West Bend,
no,
Indy.
I mean like was it a standalone building? Was it
Oh yeah, it was a standalone, one building.
okay?
Yeah,
So it's you and how many people at this time?
shit, probably about eight people at
And
all
you
times.
got
6, 8 people.
and you're not wearing a mask or anything like that.
No mask, just a hoodie and gloves. That's all you need.
Okay, so take us to what like the first robbery. What happens? You walk through the door and then what?
And then shit, you smash the glass.
So when you walk in and you
You
smash the glass,
walk in, you
what?
already know where you're going to. You guys get what I'm saying? That's why I say everything that happens has been strategic and it's been already planned. You know what I'm saying? You already know when you go in that motherfucker, you already know where the fuck you going. So ain't no need to talk to nobody and be like, hey, I'm looking for something when you already going straight to the jury case. And you just smashing the glass and you running out grabbing the jury and running out the fucking store.
Running
Gone in
out the.
seconds.
So when you come in and what did you smash the glass with?
A hammer, a sledgehammer.
So those are pretty big.
Yeah, they big.
How many people had hammers?
Shit, for everybody.
So when you walk in, the person working behind the counter or whatever, they immediately know what's up because they see the hammers.
No, because you have them in your coat pocket or whatever, so they don't know what's going on. They just seeing like what the fuck going on. I'm pretty sure they know what's going on. You coming in there with fucking hoods on and shit, so I'm pretty sure they know it's a robbery going on. It don't take a rocket scientist that all these young black men coming in here with hoodies on. Four black men, 5 black men. This is a stick up.
And did you guys wait until the store was like empty or it didn't matter?
It didn't matter most of the time. But most time you just hit that motherfucker at nighttime when they about to close. So it ain't gonna be too much traffic.
Keisha is asking, so when casing the place, how soon do you return to the robbery? Is it hours, days, weeks?
Sometimes it's shit hours. Sometimes it's a day or two. Sometimes it's a week. It's no more than no 2 weeks though. You ain't about to be because that's money on the floor. You ain't about to let that motherfucking money just sit there. You gonna hit that motherfucker before somebody else hit it.
So who cased it? Would you like send women in where they wouldn't look suspicious?
Yeah, most of the time women, or yeah, most of the time women, or if we don't have no women, shit, we'll go in. I go in.
So what will be some things that you would look for when you would case the place?
Basically gold. You'll look for gold Rolexes and diamonds. Just go for the Rolex. Find the Rolex case. That's what you want to look for.
That's because that's the most expensive case.
Yeah, the most expensive case they got there. So at the time, that's what they had Rolexes. So you go for the most value.
So
But
how long would you say you will be in the store during the
60,
robbery?
60 seconds, a minute and 30 seconds at the most. You want to get the fuck up out of there. You don't want to be in that bitch bullshitting. By the time you bullshitting, the police have then pulled up. So you want to get the fuck out of there before the police even coming.
So y'all weren't worried about like silent alarms or nothing like that?
Shit, that's what's gonna happen. They gonna hit the silent alarm, but we're not worried about none of that shit. We're not even worried about no police.
And then where is you smash the jewelry case,
Uh-huh.
grab the Rolexes, and then you run where?
You run out the jury store into a car,
A car?
yeah, or a van, whatever. You'll
And
get it.
who's driving? Who did you guys have like drivers that people hired people that you knew was good at driving or
Drivers,
hmm?
professional drivers
Yeah.
only. Yeah, I know, not no motherfucker that don't know how to drive.
Okay. And then after you would rob the store, where would you go to? After drive to where?
We'll drive to the switch out cars.
Oh, switch out cars. How
That's where
far away were
that's
those?
caught. Shit, not far.
And everybody would get in that car.
Hell yeah. Because that's the car we came in. Shit.
So there was never like
Multiple,
any. There
multiple
was.
cars too, sometimes.
That's what I was wondering. Was it like
Yeah.
would you split up?
Yeah.
And who would keep the jewelry?
Uh, I would most of the time.
There was no like mistrust, like people worried that you
Hell,
would
you're doing any criminal activity you do is mistrust. Don't trust nobody.
no honor among thieves.
Not even that. No honor among men or
Mm.
women. Nor honor among thugs. You get
Well,
what I'm saying?
you said you were a nice guy,
Nice bad guy.
so there were never any police chases or anything.
Hell yeah. Not
Really?
hell yeah. Shit. They own you. But 9 out of 10, we're out of there. You're getting the fuck on. But yeah, it's been mad police chases. I never been in no Pacific Maine police chase. I be seeing them when they ride past us, wave at their ass. They going one way, we going the other. They don't know. Especially when you switch out the cars. How would they know that's you in that car?
Okay, so there wasn't they weren't chasing you guys. You guys just saw the police being called or whatever and arriving and then trying to search for whoever.
Yeah.
So not like a chase. So how
No.
many robberies were you involved in? Can you say that?
I was in a few of them. Few. I got indicted one time. When I got caught, they indicted me again because they found my blood at a location inside of a stolen van. So I got indicted like that before.
Yeah, so I think you know my next question.
What?
Why were you bleeding?
From the glass.
Huh.
You gonna cut yourself all that shit.
Oh, you mean when you were reaching in grabbing stuff?
Yeah. Cause you
So
bust.
did they indict you? Go ahead.
You say what?
I said go ahead. I thought you were
Oh,
about to say something.
no, I said yeah. When you busting glass, it's possible you're gonna get cut. That DNA, a motherfucker.
So then how did you get away from that then? Did they if you get
I
off for
I
that
got
charge?
a robbery. I got away.
Hmm?
I got away from that robbery.
No, I mean when the police indicted you, how did you get off for that one? That wasn't the one you were spent
Yeah,
went
it was. It was all together. Hell yeah. I ain't get off of it. I got charged for that shit.
Oh, I thought you meant that they indicted you, but you got off and then you went back to robbing.
No, they indicted me after I got indicted. After I was in jail, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
They
left some blood there, and they found me guilty for another robbery for leaving blood there.
after you were in jail for the first ones.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many robberies did you go to jail for?
When I went to jail for 3 of them,
3 of them. Okay.
I believe.
Um. All right. So I don't want to skip to how you got caught because I'm still trying to understand, how some of these robberies went down
Mm-hmm.
and and just some details because I want to feel like we're there like during the time that it happened. So I'm trying to get
So,
more.
so you want an example of the day that I got caught?
Go ahead.
Well, the day that I got caught, it's a long story though, but
I
not
mean, that's what we're here for. It's not only 9:25.
because it's like in a 2 week span. Like that was a good question when you asked, like, how long would it take to rob a jury fucking store? Like, how long
Mhm.
would it time? So when I got caught or whatever, it was in where did I get caught? I got caught in Mishawaka, Indiana, South Bend. This is where Notre Dame play at, or whatever. It's like a white community or whatever. So it's
Mhm.
you target motherfucking communities that's not uh what they call it, urban.
Uh-huh.
You target more,
Rural, it was rural
yeah,
areas,
rural areas,
areas.
whatever.
Uh-huh.
Motherfuckers that's not expecting shit, like, you know. So actually, yeah, it was like crazy that trip because the trip that I got caught, it was kind of like it was the end of the road. You get what I'm saying? It was like
Yeah.
over. God was like, it's over for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers was stealing, motherfuckers was indicted and everything. So I was indicted, so I'm like, I might as well just keep on doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Till they catch me. They already on my ass. So we fucking went to where the fuck we went? We had went to Wisconsin or whatever, right? Because we was gonna
Mhm.
rob this jewelry store in Wisconsin, Milwaukee and shit. So we up there for like 4 fucking days or some shit, 3 days, just spending money, you know, because the shit costs money to motherfucker be out on the road. So we out there looking for fucking jewelry stores in Milwaukee, but you know, Milwaukee, that motherfucker ain't rural, it's more urban. So we around there, motherfucker. We can't find shit. So then we like fuck it, dummy mission. But on our way home or whatever, we stopped through and we riding through the towns. We stopped in fucking Indiana and Mishawaka and just scope out the scene. Like fuck yeah, because we targeting only this one specific jewelry store that we really target because we know the shit's in that motherfucker at all times.
Mhm.
We
So
go there.
Crystal said, "Take your time and give us every detail."
Yeah, I'm trying.
So go.
That's
You
why.
know what? I saw earlier you had your blunt out. Go ahead and light it up and relax and
Right.
let us hear.
That's why I said it's a long ass story within the
Go
two.
ahead. It's Friday night. I got my Yuletide, my
Okay.
Tennessee eggnog. I'm sure everybody else got a cocktail.
Right.
They ready.
Okay. So. Yeah, so we on our way back to Detroit because we was gone for like 4 fucking days, damn near a week or whatever, looking for a jewelry store. So that's the thing, like you just go out and try to find a jewelry store or whatever, you know,
Mhm.
the most vulnerable one or whatever. So we fucking on our way back to Detroit from Milwaukee. We stopped through Indiana. We got to go through Indiana to get to Detroit or whatever, like ride through Gary and all that shit. So we rode through Milwaukee, Mishawaka. We scope out a scene. We see they had one of the jewelry stores that we liked or whatever. So we're like, all right, we've been gone all week and everybody's tired. So you can't do shit when you tired. You got to have a good mind with this shit. You got to be like on some body shit. Your mind got to be clear. It can't be stressing on you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So we fucking scope out the jewelry store. Then we found out it was a good jewelry store to hit. We go back home for like 2 or 3 days or whatever. We go back home. Everybody just go back home. You got to go back home to the family, recuperate, see what's going on in the neighborhood or whatever. Then everybody got kids. Most everybody got kids. I had kids. My kids was at the time they was shit 12 months and 18 months. You know what I'm saying? They was
Mhm.
babies or whatever. So they babies or whatever. So then we come back home or whatever. We stay home for about 2 or 3 days or whatever. Everybody already ready to get the fuck on though. But what's crazy though, I wouldn't have got caught though if we would have been hit the jury store coming through in Milwaukee. We did find one jury store in Milwaukee, but we didn't hit it. But we had a homeboy with us, man. That nigga talking about he went in that motherfucker. We was about to hit that bitch. He went in that bitch and said there wasn't no fucking diamonds in there. And there was diamonds in there. He said
Why?
he didn't want to hit it because it was a good Samaritan right there, looking at some diamonds. Because we getting loose diamonds, motherfucking diamonds that they going to a motherfucking marital diamonds. When people when they go and want to pick out their diamond when they about to get married.
Mhm.
So we getting those type of diamonds, loose diamonds, with birthstones and shit on it and shit. The high price diamonds or whatever. So
And where
yeah,
were those located? Where are those located?
they on the display. They right there.
Mhm.
Right there in the display or whatever. But dog said it wasn't no diamonds in there. He said he ain't want to hit the motherfucking case. We probably wouldn't even went to jail. I probably wouldn't even went to prison. He talking about it wasn't no fucking diamonds in there. He ain't want to hit the glass case because somebody was sitting at the in front of the glass case
Mhm.
for diamonds for his wife, so he ain't want to hit the glass He didn't want to bust the glass in front of the man. But I guess that was good. Whatever. You know, we don't want no victims or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, but shit, a nigga wasn't even supposed to fucking go to prison for real. I don't think if we would have robbed that jury stuff in Milwaukee, we would have been straight. I think so. It was like some desperate measures. We know we on the road and spent a lot of money. So we go through Mishawaka, find a jury stoke, case the scene, find a exit route already before we even go back to Detroit. Get back to Detroit, everybody spend time with their kids and their loved ones. I fucking spend time the whole 3 days in Detroit, spend time with my kids, take them out, you know, to the movies and shit. Then my baby mama, she dropped me off the day I went to go rob the jury. So she like, all right, gave them all a hug and a kiss. And that's the last time I seen their ass. I went to prison. After that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we all remember we was telling the story. So we all stayed in the city for about 3 or 4 days before we went back on the road. We went back on the road and get that lick. We was just on some dumbass shit, like drunk off liquor, high off Xanax, everything. Just you can't be in the right. You got to be out your mind to do some shit like this realistically, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a little screws loose. So we thugging. So we go fucking hit the store. Fucking I never came back to Detroit. So we get to Mishawaka. We scope. We already know we on our way back to Mishawaka to rob the jury store. Shit, we robbed that motherfucker. We found. We go. You know, you got to steal a car or whatever. We get that. We get in town. Go steal a car and go straight to the jury store. We got in town probably like 1 o'clock. We go hit the fucking jury store at fucking 4:30 in the evening. We never do this. Remember, I said we rob jury stores before they close. That's 7:30. We have robbing this jury store in broad motherfucking daylight. Wow. Why did we do that?
Whose decision was that?
Everybody's. We ready, you know?
Alice said, "No, y'all was going to get y'all got caught because y'all only had on hoodies."
For real. No, I don't think that's why we got caught. Fuck that. We got caught because it was day fucking time. Shit. And look, we robbing the fucking jury store. You can read the articles and shit. They got motherfucking news flash and shit. This motherfucker, a good Samaritan or whatever. This
Well, so I think you jumping ahead. So let's go back to
okay. So when we get in town, we go steal a car and go to the switch out. We found a switch out place. The switch out place was the fucking hotel. The hotel was like how many yards? Like shit. The mall was like on one side of the freeway. Then you drive across the freeway. It's some hotels or whatever. It's in Mishawaka, South Bend, Indiana. So we parked the getaway cars right there. We go steal a car, come back to the mall, come back to the switch out car because everybody go to the switch out cars, then hop in the van. Motherfucking go drive across the street and go rob the jury store at 4:30 in the evening. It was a success or whatever. Everybody goes in there. I ain't going there. I stayed back because I was already doing too much. You feel me?
So this
Well,
is a mall, like an enclosed mall with other
yeah, it's
stores.
an mall. Yeah,
Well, how close was the jewelry store to an exit?
shit, it was right there because the jury store was outside the mall.
Oh, okay.
But you don't drive with no you don't drive we don't drive with no hammer. So like I said, we'll go as soon as we touch down in Indiana, you'll go to the we went to the Menards to go get the sludge hammers or whatever. Get the sludge hammers. We already had it mapped out or whatever, so we ain't had to do too much scheming or whatever our exit route. We already learned the exit route before we left. You got to know the exit route, and you got to know that by T. So the motherfucker, whoever driving, you better know the motherfucking ins and outs to get to the motherfucking freeway, so we can get it the fuck out of town. You know what I'm saying? So we go to
Yeah.
the Menards. Go to Menards, drop somebody off to go steal a car. Somebody steal a car, come back to the switch out cars at the movie theater. Drive across from the movie theater slash with the hotel. Drive across the street to go rob the jewelry store at the mall, but it's outside the mall. You know how they got the jewelry stores outside the mall next to like
Mm-hmm.
a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
That's what we did. Hit that motherfucker. But At 4:30, pull up to the front. We in the fucking caravan, so it was probably like I don't know how many people it was. Probably like 6 or 7 people. Probably not that many, bro. Probably about 6 people or 5 people. I think it was 5 of us or some shit. And then the getaway driver, so that's 6 people. So we motherfucking hop out that motherfucker right in front of that bitch. I think somebody said y'all ready. I think I said y'all. No, I ain't say y'all ready. Motherfuckers just yeah. I think I said y'all ready. They was like yeah. So we got the fuck up out the van right in front of the jewelry store. Keep the van parked at all times. We coming out the store ASAP. Get out that motherfucker. They go in there. We already had a plan. I was just gonna hold the door. So I'm holding the door and shit. Niggas in that bitch taking forever. That shit was like them niggas was in that motherfucker for like 3 fucking minutes or some crazy shit. Longer than expected, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, hurry the fuck up. Like, time to go. You know, time is ticking. You know when you get that feeling like it's time to go? The
Yeah.
police is on their way. The police is on their motherfucking way.
Why were they in there so long? They couldn't find the loose diamonds?
I think they was trying to break the glass or some shit. I don't know. I wasn't even looking. I wasn't even paying attention to what the fuck was going on. Like, I ain't paying attention to that shit. I'm looking out the front door. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure the whole scene right. No sudden movement. You know, it shit all be like in the Matrix, slow motion anyway. So I can't fuck shit. You niggas fucking thugging, numb to the pain, numb to what's going on. You just seeing tunnel vision, money. So I don't know. They was in that bitch for a minute. I'm like, hurry the fuck up. They hurry the fuck up. It was like a cuz came out that bitch with like the whole case or whatever. The fucking case hits the fucking door or whatever. So diamonds and rings and shit just falling all out on the middle of
Oh no.
not even the middle of the street, the sidewalk or whatever, because you know, cuz parked on the fucking street. They bitches hitting all the sidewalk and shit. So my dumb ass, I'm like, fuck this. I need everything. I'm picking up rings and shit, put it in my pocket, right? We hop in the car, man. So we hop in the car or whatever. It was this motherfucking. We pulls off out the parking lot. It was this motherfucker. That nigga was like in a fucking blazer or some shit, a red blazer. I'm like, everybody grabbing, taking the diamonds out the case or whatever. So I got the bag. I'm like, could just put all the diamonds in here or whatever. So I got a bag. So everybody probably threw about the shit was like 100 diamonds. They threw about like 100 diamonds inside the bag. The bitch was worth like $300,000 worth of diamonds or whatever. So I got the bag. Well, as I'm putting the shit in the bag, I'm looking out the back window because cousin I'm throwing it in, but I'm looking like behind. I'm looking the same fucking truck Blazer is following us the whole time from the parking lot. I'm like, cuz, run the fucking red light. This nigga, we swerving and shit going through people. This nigga swerving with us. I'm
Oh
like, fuck.
wow.
Yeah, good fucking Samaritan. So,
Never got chased by the police, but you got chased by
yeah,
a civilian.
yeah, Captain Safely. So, this motherfucker just sweaving, bobbing. So, it was a rookie ass driver. That's why I said, man, we had a rookie driver. That fucked us up too. Because I don't know. The fucking freeway was right there. Maybe he was scared. He didn't want to lose his life. Cause it was definitely a freeway and oncoming traffic. But I told the nigga to go. Like, get the fuck on, bro. Just run this red light and we good. You get what I'm saying? Man, we wait till the fucking light turn green. This nigga still behind us. I told you we wasn't parked too far, but over the fucking freeway. We go over the freeway, going to the parking spot, getting the switch out cars. It's just me and this other female and two of my homies. They ain't even getting the fucking back seat. These niggas instantly, the trunk got popped. They instantly jumped in the trunk. So I'm in the car with the girl, but it's me and by myself while they in the trunk. Two niggas in the trunk. Man, about 2 minutes. But dog, he didn't came and followed us until the UE. But you remember, it take about 60 seconds to hop out and switch out cars. So we switching out car, a couple niggas going one car. Then me and three other niggas going one car. The other two niggas going the trunk. I'm in the front seat, right? I'm taking off my fucking clothes, taking off my shirts, and putting the diamonds under the seat. Taking off my shirt. By the time I take my motherfucking put my shirt down, it's the motherfucking police just
Hmm.
swarming the car. Like they just coming, like 20 of the motherfucking police cars just swarming us, right? With then they hop out with their guns draw. I'm look up like fuck, we're caught, whatever. Man, they wanted to kill us though. They wanted to shoot us
Why you say that?
because we was black. And that's what they said. Like they want to kill us. Like if somebody was gonna run them over or something, like they had their guns drawn.
They said they wanted to kill you.
Yeah, they want to kill us. You know we black people. They would have shot. They was trying. They would have shot at us if we would have ran.
So the Good Samaritan called the police, I guess, on his cell phone.
Yeah, he was following us on the phone the whole time. Had to be, because by the time we get to the switch out cars, we getting bagging out. We bagging out the damn pulling out the parking spot. The police swarm us. Then it was over with after that.
So nobody got away.
Yeah, people got away. Motherfuckers that didn't run to the car. I should never ran to the car. I should have went to the movie theater and went and go watch a movie and called somebody to come get me. People that didn't run to the car got away. But people that ran to the cars, but I'm like, shit, I always hear sirens all the time. Like that ain't nothing. I'm thinking like shit, this is often. This it went just the same way. Only thing was wrong was dog was following us. So I'm thinking like we can still get the fuck up out of Dodge, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't follow us like to the T. He followed us, then hit a U-turn. So we was like, I seen him make a U-turn. It's time to get the fuck on. But it wasn't no time getting enough time to get on. Because by the time we pulling up off the driveway, because it was like a hill. It was like a hotel, and it was like a movie theater right next door to it, like the same parking lot or whatever. So they was coming down the hill and swarmed us.
Didn't you say that I thought I heard you saying before when you were telling the story to I think it was you might have been telling it to Jalen, but to my son.
Uh,
But I thought I heard you say like they had a girl, like one of the girls was like incognito or like was not incognito, AWOL or whatever. She was not in
oh,
touch with you
yeah.
guys, so you figured the
No,
feds had her.
that was like part of the investigation. Like the feds, they was on us though. We was hot as fuck already. Like I told you, like when I was on a run, that jewelry store that I was robbing. I was on a
Mhm.
run, feds. So we was already indicted. Like when I was robbing jewelry stores, I already was indicted. Like I could Google my like go to the .gov or whatever, because you go on the federal.gov and you can see who getting an indictment. So it's gonna tell you if you're indicted. So my name popped up on the indictment. Like I had got superseded with some other people, and they added my name on the feds list or whatever. So I was on the run already when I did it.
So you didn't stop to think like I'm already in trouble. I don't want to get in even more trouble.
No, because once you're in trouble, you're in trouble. What? I'm already wanted. You might as well. I ain't had no money, so shit. You might as well keep doing it till you get some money. Where you can get some money, get the fuck out of Dodge.
So who was in charge of lifting the stuff or what is it called? Who was in charge of selling the jewelry?
Whoever got a buyer.
Did you guys have ever get buyers?
Hmm. Everybody wants a fucking jury. I'll pull up to you with a Rolex and say, "Do you want this Rolex for half off? You gonna buy the Rolex?" So
But
everybody.
you stayed clear of pawn shops though.
Yeah, I've been to a pawn shop before, but I've been to a pawn shop before.
I'm talking about with the jewelry. You
Yeah,
guys don't
yeah, I've been to a pawn shop before.
yeah.
Yeah,
And they bought it?
yeah, a diamond. They'll buy
Hmm.
diamonds. You wouldn't sell them no Rolex because it got a serial number on there.
So how much money would you say that you made?
My first was I made like 15,000. And my first one after I said that, I said, man, I never fucking sell drugs again or do what the fuck because I was selling drugs too. You selling drugs and robbing a jewelry store. All that shit come together. So I'm like, man, I never sell drugs again. I'm like, I ain't never made fucking $15,000 in 24 hours. Think I left on fucking January 31st, December 31st. January with no money in my pocket, probably had like $200 in my pocket. I got back home 24 hours. I had shit, $10,000 in my pocket and a Rolex. I'm like, man, I never sell drugs no more. You know how long it take for me to make $10,000 selling drugs?
What was you selling? I guess that depends on what you're selling.
Yeah. Even it, yeah, but I'm talking about, just hustling. I ain't talking about no major fucking weight. Even if you just regular fucking hustling, like, not no nickel and diamond, but selling shit. I wouldn't make no fucking $10,000 a day. I could make
So
a
you
thousand.
talking about you was selling crack,
Hell no.
weed?
Yeah,
No.
weed and other things, but I ain't never sold no fucking crack.
So weed and pills, maybe.
That too. Yeah. Not
Okay.
no.
So you mentioned earlier that before the robbery, y'all were drinking and smoking or whatever and taking Xanax. What does
Yeah.
Xanax do for you before you
That,
go rob the store? It
yeah.
relaxes you or hypes you up?
Oh yeah, because Xanax is anxiety. Hell yeah. It relaxes you because you got your fucking adrenaline so fucking high doing that shit. Like that shit is it takes some fucking balls to do that shit. Like that's why
Well,
I want
yeah.
the story because it's just like, that shit was kind of that's different. Not no normal person doing no shit like that. You get what I'm saying? And it was just a adrenaline rush like some drugs. So why you got to be on drugs to do some shit like that? To keep your insanity, to keep you humble, to keep you in slow motion because the shit going so fast.
So these jewelry stores didn't have armed security guards?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Not all of them. Not all of them. They did. It was just one armed security. We had robbed this jewelry store in fucking Philadelphia, at Philadelphia Mall. One of them, that big ass mall in Philadelphia, whatever. We robbed that motherfucker, man. I ain't go in, but I stayed in the car though because of them went in. Niggas came back into the car talking about the motherfuckers shot at him.
Inside a jewelry store?
Yup,
His
shot.
aim was that bad?
Yup, shot at him.
Now, he had some pretty bad aim, or either he wasn't trying to shoot him. You that close in that close proximity, and you can't hit nobody that you shoot at.
But legally you can't do no shit like that. You can't fucking rob just like somebody rob you and runs off. You can't shoot that person. You're gonna get charged with you kill that person, you're gonna get charged with manslaughter. Damn near. You can't protect personal items, personal materialistic things.
No, but I'm saying, but you guys had. I mean, you know, a hammer is considered a weapon.
Yeah,
So you can
that's what
easily say he feared for his
that,
life.
that was like a main argument when I went to court. When we fighting our case, the
Mhm.
sledgehammer is not a weapon. It's not. It's a criminal tool. We're not brandishing it. We're not threatening nobody with it. All we doing is using it to bust this glass, and we're gonna leave the sledgehammer there at the scene. How is it a dangerous weapon? How is it a weapon? If it's a weapon, the person not about to leave a weapon.
But they don't know what you about that you're gonna leave that weapon before you leave it. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so they arrested you guys, and how long were you held before? Did you make bond or bail?
Oh, actually, when I got caught or whatever, we got caught in Indiana. Man, we went. That shit was big when we got caught though. Like they had us on CNN and everything for that shit. That shit was worldwide.
Yeah, I saw the CNN stories.
Yeah, my auntie, all her family, all her church members, they called it like that's your nephew all on TV and everything. That shit was on Facebook and everything though. That shit was big though. It was a pretty big indictment. That's why I want to be talking about it because it was a pretty big indictment for everybody though. It was like it was real big.
You said that's why you wanted to talk about it?
Yeah, because it was a big indictment and nobody really talked about it. T Grizzy talks about it though sometimes, but his shit, I don't think his shit went federal though.
Okay, so you said you made bond or you didn't?
Mm-mm.
So you stayed in jail until the trial?
I wasn't gonna make mine anyways because I was on probation in Wayne County.
So
They want,
you were
yeah,
a flight risk.
yeah. Even everybody that got caught, we wasn't gonna make bond because we got caught. We got caught in Indiana. We was in a whole different state or whatever. You get what I'm saying? And they was trying to say that they was gonna fry us there. They didn't know that the feds was looking for us. That the people like in the jail or whatever, like when we went to jail, motherfuckers was like that shit was like we was like some celebrities. Everybody knew who the fuck we was when we walked in that bitch. Cause the shit had to be all on their fucking local news or whatever. So they was like fucking with us like, damn, y'all niggas crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was like 10 of us that went in. And they was just like, y'all, man, they about to fry y'all ass. But these all everything that's going around or whatever. But they got me in a different pod than all my other co-defendants. You feel me? Like all my other co-defendants, they like together, other niggas in other places, other niggas. But they had me in a, like in a pod by myself. But I could see my homies sometimes, like through the thing, and I'd be like trying to relay messages or whatever. And motherfuckers would go relay messages for me. They be like, man, they trying to charge y'all with the RICO and all this shit. They trying to give y'all like 15 years, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Because this town never seen this shit before. It's Notre Dame. So they don't know nothing about that. So they don't know what the fuck to do with us for real. They don't even know what to call this crime really.
So you guys weren't tried there.
No. We stayed there for 30 days though, and then they sent us to Detroit. They sent us to Dickerson because we was already indicted from Michigan, Michigan State. The state of this, the United States government indicted us from the District of Michigan. So they
Okay.
had, so they expedited us like in 30 days. We went back to Detroit.
Okay. So because the feds got involved, because I always thought you had to stand trial where you committed the crime.
Uh, that's not the case with the federal government. You got to stand the trial wherever you coming from. You get what I'm saying? Like if you we
Yeah.
from Detroit, so our indictment gonna be from Michigan. We from Michigan. That's why I said you are. We was already wanted by the federal government, so the state couldn't fuck with us. They wasn't. They couldn't overrule the federal government.
Darcy said, "Oh, okay. So it wasn't like the movies. What wasn't like the movies? I'm not sure. But anyway, okay. So you were in jail how long before the trial came?
We ain't go to trial. Shit, I pleaded the fuck out. I ain't go to trial, but I was in jail before. I fought my case for 16 months.
When did you plead guilty?
Like a year and a half later.
So you fought it and then plead guilty. You fought it for 16 months and pleaded guilty after
No,
that.
I didn't fight them and shit. They got to come with a plea.
Okay, that was your words though. You said you fought it for 16 months, so I didn't really know what fought meant. But okay, so you
I went,
pled.
I went to court for 16 months
All right,
before I.
so you pled guilty and didn't go to trial. Did everybody plead guilty? Did you have a public defender?
Yeah, everybody pleaded guilty.
Did you have your own attorney or you had a public defender?
Public defender. This
Hmm.
federal government is not going to matter.
Oh, really?
Fuck no. You're gonna waste some money. They already gonna give you what the fuck they gonna give you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no beating them, and you got caught red-handed. I got caught red-handed. Even if I would have paid for a lawyer, it wouldn't. I would have got the same. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. They got enough evidence to prove that you're guilty.
Oh, okay. All right. So I think I mean, everybody can ask questions about the robbery or whatever when I open it up to questions. But so we're done with the robberies now. You get convicted, you get sentenced to how many years?
46 months. So that's like 3 years and 10 months.
And how much of that did you serve?
Uh, I think I served. I went to the halfway house for like 9 months. So I served, uh, and all the way to the halfway house, I served like 42 months.
How long were you in prison before you went to the halfway house?
About 3 years. Not even 3 years, because I fought my case for 16 months, and I went to prison for like 16, 17 months, and went to the halfway house for and completed the 46 months.
So when you were fighting your case, you were still in county.
Yeah, county jail in Milan, Michigan, federal facility.
Is Are the federal prisons better than state prisons? Do you know?
I never been to the state, but no prison is good, but I'm pretty sure
Well, yeah, but I mean, you have some that are federal, some that are state.
it's probably better.
I hear the state is like what the hardcore
Uh,
criminals.
Probably not. No, I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say the state is what hardcore criminals?
Fuck no. The federal government is hardcore criminals
Well,
too.
I'm talking about hardcore like murder, like that's what I mean
You get,
hardcore. Like,
you get federal prison for murder, capital murder.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would think that Jackson.
I think jail is jail. The system is the system. I don't think nothing is hardcore or not hardcore. All that shit hardcore. That's hard time.
No, I mean you have some people that do white collar crimes and they go to what people call like, oh, that prison was nothing but like a country club, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, because they got different levels though. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Different levels of prison. Different levels. I went to a not a good level, because they got camps and everything. Then they got prison, penitentiary. It's all different. I say it's all the same though to me. Everything is hardcore shit. You in there in a group. You in jail with. You in a big ass place full of men that have all type of emotional problems, murderers. I was in there with lifers. That was my best friends that told me about a lot of game. They used to be like, "Chill, I ever see you in here, boy, I kill you." You know what I'm saying? So hell yeah, all that shit. I was in there with people with life. All time is hard time. I don't care if you go to fucking to the precinct. That shit hard time. Being against
No.
your will, doing whatever you can do is hard time. You get what I'm saying? Slavery.
Mm-hmm. So you get to prison or whatever, not jail, but the prison.
Yeah,
Like your heart pumping, you
yeah.
scared, like
That's
what?
hell. That shit was scary. That was the most scariest I ever been, because you gotta imagine, like, I got sentenced and then they sent me to prison 2 days later.
Hmm.
Fucking 48 hours or some 24-hour shit. I went to jail, went to prison. So I get on the fucking. They take you to the metro airport. You get on a plane. It's Con Air. You get on a plane full of with a whole bunch of people from different jails. They send you to Oklahoma. You go to a hub or whatever. It's a hub where everybody from every state is at this hub. This is where they find out where they're gonna send you off. They already know where they're gonna send you off, but this is where you're going. Different planes going to different states. So you going to the, it's called the terminal. They put you in the terminal. You go be in jail at the airport, and then they ship you to prison. Hell yeah, my fucking heart was racing. As soon as I got on that damn airplane,
Hmm.
I know the shit was real. It was time to go out of
So you,
Michigan.
yeah. So you have a cell. Describe your cell.
Oh, my cell.
Hmm.
What cell? It's all different type of cells. My cell though, where I
Your
stay,
cell.
my cell was straight. My shit clean as hell. It ain't straight, but you in the bathroom. You living in a bathroom. Motherfuckers shitting and pissing all damn day in the room together. You and another person if you got a celly. But hell yeah, my cell was clean as hell. I clean my damn cell every day.
And you never had any issues with any of your cellmate? Did you have a cellmate?
Hell yeah, I had a lot of issues with a lot of cellmates. Shit, motherfucker, like one of my cellmates in Milan or whatever. This guy, I don't know who he thought he was or whatever. I guess they was part of the Crip people or whatever. They was a Rico with the Crips or whatever. This guy, me and him got in a fight one night. I don't know what's wrong with him though. He came to my cell. They give you any cell. He came to my cell, like, I thought he was my homie or whatever. he ain't my homie or whatever, but you my homie though. We from the same city, Detroit, Michigan. So
Mm-hmm.
the cell. This is during what is the? Excuse my French for if I'm offending anybody, but what is it? The Muslims? What
Mm-hmm.
do they, that month Ramadan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was during Ramadan. I don't know. He just came to back to the cell room or whatever, and just was like being acting tough. He like, I don't know. I think he was mad that I was on the bottom bunk or some shit. Just you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm me at all times though. I don't never hate on nobody or nothing. I just be in my own little world or whatever. So this nigga, we get back in the unit or whatever. He just mad or something for some reason. Like something. You said something. I'm like, what? Cuz I ain't said nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? He flinched at me. I just had to beat his ass up in there. Hit him with a good haymaker. He apologized too. That's why I say it was during Ramadan. So I guess they eat danks or whatever, you know, the little fruits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he split the dank with me and everything. But I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, if this Ramadan, bro, why are you on some demonic shit towards me? You get what I'm saying? So we get out to sale the next morning. We squash the beef or whatever. It's cool. I'm good. I'm a fight. I ain't tripping about none of that shit. I'm a fight. If you can be cool tomorrow, we can fight some more, whatever, however, you know. So whatever, anything. Anyways, though. So we fought, right? So we get out the damn cell the next day. Motherfuckers heard us fighting in the damn cell though, cause I hit the nigga shit so fucking hard. I hit his motherfucking jaw so hard. People, my net cellies and them was like, damn boy. They're like, man, I heard that shit, man. I had to rock that nigga shit. They like, nigga, I heard that shit. I blew his shit out. You hear me? Fuck that boy word up in that damn cell. Made him apologize and everything. So we get out. He go tell he got a bruise on his face or something. He had a black eye or a swollen face or something. I don't know. But me though, I fuck with everybody. You know, everybody fuck with me in the unit. So I'm like, man, I just had to beat my celly ass somehow or some got the win or he went to church and then them niggas came up to me like, yeah. Cause you know, you can't that's a big thing. You can't fucking put your hands on people in prison though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
That's a no no. You get what I'm saying? You gotta really like ask somebody. That's what I'm saying. Federal penitentiary is more respect. You gotta ask somebody, can you fuck a nigga up? You can't nobody fucking nobody up. You gonna get fucked up at the end of the day. Nigga gonna get stabbed your ass. You hit somebody just trying to
Because
be
the
tough.
clicks.
Yeah, because the clicks. You know what I'm saying? People was
Mm-hmm.
tied. You know, you gotta run with people. So so we get out the unit or whatever the cell the next morning the fucking Muslims come up to me like, yeah, chill, man. You can't. They called me in the room. I'm like, all right. So I tell my homie like I'm about to go to the room with the Muslims or whatever. I know they found out, right? So they didn't found out. They take me to the room with dog and them, right? So I'm in there by myself. I think I had somebody outside or whatever, but my niggas was there. I ain't tripping though. You hear me? I'm in Detroit. I ain't tripping. I'm in Milan. I ain't worried about nobody. So he like yeah, they like, man, you put your hands on him, man. I'm like, yeah, I put my hands on him, man. I ain't want to put my hands on him, but listen here, your man started some beef with me in my cell, bro. They asked him like, so you started beef with him in the cell? That he was like, yeah. They're like, damn, chill. They like, chill. It ain't nothing about that, but bro, keep your hands off my brother. I'm like, all right, that's cool. They ripped the shit out that nigga. Like, bro, why would you argue with this man on Ramadan? You know what I'm saying? They apologized to me, but I'm like, yeah, bro, that y'all got to talk to him. But hell yeah, my cellies out again to fight. I had best friend cellies, right? Because they sent me to Florida. So I had cool ass cellies. I was so a clean ass nigga. I'm just telling you some celly stories. My celly also damn clean. He like, chill, man. I love you, bro, but you gotta go to a different cell, bro. Cause I came to their cell, you know. Cause sometimes when you come to the yard, the Michigan, the Midwest people have a cell. Florida people had a cell. I was in Florida. I'm in their hometown, but them niggas embraced me so much. Like I fuck with Florida heavy, like all them niggas. I fuck with everybody in Florida. Florida is real love. That's where I went to the penitentiary to Coleman in Florida. So them my babies out there. I fuck with Florida heavy. But he was like, man, chill, man. He's my best friend though. He like, I work out with the nigga. He like, man, you too clean, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Hell yeah, you go through it with people. You got to think about it. You in the cell with another grown man. Things gonna happen, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I had to change my cell. But good thing the Midwest niggas had a cell for me, so I just got my own cell. You know what I'm saying?
But that's good though that that you really only had the one fight, right?
Yeah, I had a couple fights. I had a lot.
Um,
I had fights when I was fighting my case. I was having a lot of fights.
Okay, so they're in the comments and they're asking questions. So I guess I will open it up to questions. Um the phone number is right there on the screen. If anyone wants to call in, we'll take some calls. And Sabrina has a question in the comments. You know, your cousin Sabrina.
Oh yeah, Brenda.
Yeah, they feel like you not giving it up enough or whatever. But you know, to all you guys,
Y'all gotta
um,
watch the movie. That's why we was putting this together.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a movie for sure.
So I'm writing a movie, a screenplay about his life. I don't know if that's why he is holding back or whatever, but um I'll sit down and do a more extensive interview with him, and we're gonna put a screenplay together for it, and hopefully we'll start filming by like late spring, early summer. But Sabrina is saying, can we go back to when you were caught and swarmed by cops? How were you feeling, and what were your thoughts?
Oh shit! When I got caught, I was mad as fuck. I'm like, damn, it didn't came to an end. It's over with. When I went to jail, when I got caught, when I went to jail, I think I slept for 3 days straight. I didn't eat no food for 3 days. I slept for 3 days. I was so heartbroken.
So you weren't even scared or nothing. You were more pissed that the money was stopping.
Yeah, I was mad about the money and mad that I got caught.
Wow.
Yeah. I wasn't scared. Hell no. What I'm be scared for? I knew what the fuck I was doing. Then when you doing that type of stuff, you know you about to get caught. I just knew it. Like I knew I was going to jail one day because I told you I was already under investigation. So I just knew it was coming. So I kind of proper myself to be kind of numb to the pain. I was slept for 3 days though. Hell yeah, I was mad as fuck.
Well, you said you were scared when you went to prison, though. When
Yeah,
you got on the plane.
that was different. I ain't never been to prison before. That was my first time.
Yeah.
That was my first time. My first time they sent me to the penitentiary. I was scared as fuck.
So, any dudes try to press up on you?
Uh, press up on me? Not really, no, no, because really they knew who I was though already.
So, did you know anybody in there that got raped?
Rape? No, I ain't know nobody got no rape.
Okay, well, I guess that's probably in the movies too. Then.
No, that shit probably happened. I don't think nobody just. I think they voluntarily gay in there. I don't
Yeah.
think raping too many people. I don't know. I never seen nobody get raped in number, but I probably pretty sure that niggas was homosexuals though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's 2000 and what? It was 2015. People are gay now.
Gay now.
Where they're out the closet. Remember how he not
Yeah.
is really out there now.
Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
get it. I get what you're saying. So, there's a phone number if anyone wants to call in for questions.
I see Mindy just called me. She need to call that phone.
You said what?
I said someone just called my phone.
Oh, you think they had a question for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, call in that number because this number here, 313-214-0629, is actually on speaker so we can hear your questions, and he can Mr. Hall can answer your questions now that he's done with his blunt.
Mr. Carl.
Mr. Hall. So as far as like the prison life, you
Yeah.
said you slept for 3 days. I didn't think that you can like get privacy like that to sleep for 3 days. They don't wake you up and
No,
make you go
I
out in
got
the yard.
left for 3 days when I got caught because you know you be in a holding cell. You know they gonna hold you for 72 hours. Like you're gonna get held. It's a whole
Sister,
process.
you got any questions you want to call in? I think Sabrina said she was at work, so but she asked her question. I don't know if you answered it.
What was her question?
You
I,
answered it, but I don't know if you answered it to her expectations. Her question was, how were you feeling when
I got caught. I
cops?
was
Yeah.
feeling very pissed off when I got caught.
So when did your mom find out? Did you call her?
When my mom found out,
Mm-hmm.
I think all my family found out at the same time. Probably. I don't know. I really don't. Cause I don't know. I never asked that question to my mom, but I'm pretty sure she found out the same time everybody else found out. Did I call her? I don't remember. I probably did. You don't even have no phone call. Remember, I said I slept for 3 days. I don't even think I called nobody. They ain't give me no fucking phone call.
Oh no.
No.
And did your family like send you money and stuff when you were in jail, put stuff on your books and stuff like
Oh,
that?
my family took care of me. Especially my sister and my brother. Like they really took care of me. Whatever I needed. If I needed $1, they'd send it. If I needed $100, they'd send it. You get what I'm saying? Like I was
Yeah.
always good. Then I was always good in prison because I'm a good type of person. So I had friends in prison. Like, you got to think about it. You in a federal prison, everybody was kind of getting money. So ain't nobody kind of, petty or nothing. Then when you come in town, when you come to go to jail, prison, or whatever, your homie's gonna bless you as soon as you get there. It's like, I was good in prison.
You say your homie's gonna bless you as soon as you get in, meaning your homie's in prison or outside of prison?
In prison as well. Like whatever you don't have, if
So
you're a
you
good
knew
person,
people you knew people before you went in the penitentiary before you went in there?
some people, not everybody. It's a small world. I ain't know people from different states, but when I was in jail and prison, like hell yeah, you run into people that you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if you what was like like the routine or whatever? You had to
My daily routine.
yeah, you had to wake up at a certain time?
Yeah, I had to wake up. When I first got there, though, it was pretty cool. It wasn't pretty cool, but I always had like I said I always was a hustler. So when I got to prison or whatever, I met a guy from he was from Chicago, and he was working in plumbing. So as soon as I got there, like 2 weeks when I got to prison, I got a job working plumbing from a guy from Chicago because in the system with it, wherever like local, wherever you from, we from Michigan, he from Illinois, from Chicago, so we all gonna hang with each other. You're like with the Midwest people, so we all kind of look out for each other. So when I got to prison, I got a job working at the as a plumber, ASAP.
And how do you get what is your compensation? Is it money?
Uh, yeah, shit, probably a 10 cent, probably like 5 cent a day.
What?
I think they would pay us every month. I think my check was probably like $2 or so.
What the hell do you do with $2?
Nothing. I think I bought a phone call or something. Call somebody.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
But it's good though because you said what's my routine. That I always had something to do. You get
Yeah.
and so that I wasn't caring about the money aspect. I was caring about getting a peace of mind. You get what I'm saying? Doing something that I ain't never done before. I ain't never plumbed before. So why not go to prison and learn how to plumb, be a plumber, and get about this, get
Yeah,
about my
it helps pass the time.
yeah, pass the time, get about the unit, go to work. So I think I was working from like what, probably wake up like at 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock to 3 o'clock or whatever.
And they made you was there a time when you had to go outside and stuff like that? What if you went to prison and be like, you know what? I don't want to shower because I'm not trying to drop the soap. I don't even want to take no shower. Did they make you shower?
Man, hell yeah, and they going yo homie better make you shower. Yo Sally gonna make you shower. You can't be in that motherfucker smelling like shit. Up the joint.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hell no. No, but I don't know about dropping the soap and all that though. Like, um, all that homosexual stuff. I don't know. People must. I don't know. When I went to prison, I never thought about nothing like that, or you know what I'm saying, or I'm not a homosexual. I don't have nothing against homosexuals or nothing like that. Like, I don't
That would
know
have
about
been one
that.
of the first things on
I
my
don't know
damn
about that game,
mind.
huh?
That would have been the first thing on my damn mind. Like,
Hell no. I kill a nigga on a Sunday after church in prison on that shit.
well, that's good. But all right. So that was your routine. How was the food
Oh,
there?
It was cool. No, my routine though, I would
That's
work
what
out.
Darcy did. He just took the words out of my mouth. He's saying the most important question is how was the food?
Oh shit. The food was okay. But when you go on lockdown, the food is terrible because you're gonna get bad lunches or whatever. But the food was okay. I think like every Thursday you get chicken. So we ate chicken like a motherfucker on every Thursday. The food was okay. It's grade D food, but you gotta think about it. It's kind of like it ain't no sloppy ass food. Cause you gotta think about it. It's the federal government, United States government of America. They're not gonna feed you no just garbage. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna feed you kind of mediocre food.
So then some prisons are better than others.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Hmm.
What, whatever they getting their food from. But the food was good though. Shit, that was the first time I remember. Like I was in Milan one time. It was my birthday because I got caught in April. My birthday was next month. My homeboy made me a damn banana cake or whatever. That shit was good as hell. They had some of the. I learned how to cook a lot of food in prison.
So
So if
would
you
you?
don't like the chow down food, you gonna make your own food.
So is it true that ramen noodles are popular in prison?
Yeah, the ramen noodles.
Because I saw where people like was doing a whole bunch of different recipes and stuff with them.
Yeah, the making the bricks and stuff, but I don't mess with that stuff. That stuff nasty.
The
Like I
noodles.
be there eating like fried rice and shit like that with sausages and uh onions, bell peppers in it. Damn near like eating Benihanas in that motherfucker.
Benihana.
Off a bag. Like you get a brown bag, you motherfucker put that bitch in the refrigerator because you frying the not the refrigerator, the microwave, you frying your meat. I mean,
Hmm.
frying rice. So you put it in the microwave, take it out the microwave, put a little bit of water, put it back. You can eat fried rice out of a the brown sack bag.
So why did they move you to Florida though?
Because in the federal government they send you anywhere you want to go. Not anywhere you want to go, wherever they want to send you.
But you started out with okay. So when you got on Con Air, the first prison you went to was where?
They send me to Texas
So what makes them like move you from Texas to Florida?
because they can do whatever they want to.
I know, but I'm just saying, what do you think the reason was behind that? You was having it so good in Texas, now let's move you to Florida.
No, I went. I ain't even stay in Texas. I got out of Texas and went to Florida.
So you served most of your time in Florida.
Yeah,
Did you ever get any visits from any family members?
hell yeah. My mom came and visited me. My older sister came and visited me. My twin, my dad, my niece. Um, my cousin came and visited me. My cousin, he lived in Florida, so that was nothing but God. Like he sent me to Florida to be around my cousin. My cousin would come see me every month.
Darcy's asking what was the COVID protocol like in there, but this was pre-COVID, so I'm sure there was no
Oh
COVID
no, I
protocol.
think you know what? I think it was. Yeah, it was pre-COVID. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pre-COVID.
2000. Yeah, that was.
I got out in 2018, I believe, 19. Yeah,
Yeah,
COVID 2020.
not that we. Yeah, it was
See,
around
I was
in 2019 when no one knew what it was.
at the house when the COVID came, but yeah, COVID came. COVID came afterwards.
Yeah, because I mean, but you hear like you really hear bad prison conditions though. It's not
Yeah,
like
bad. It's dirty in prison. That shit dirty as hell.
was it roaches or rats or anything?
I ain't seen no rats, but roaches probably so. Yeah. Roaches for sure.
So in Florida, was it hot in there in the prison?
It was decent. It was hot and cold. Like Florida get cold though. In the wintertime and in the morning time, Florida get cold. When I go out there and work out, I have a hoodie on and sweaters, sweats. It's cold in Florida. It's tropical. It's warm in the summer, but in the wintertime, it's cold. But it was cool though.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we don't people I guess they just asking their questions in the comments. You have people I set this phone up and everything for y'all to call in. Um
It's technology now.
Yeah, Crystal says this is so intriguing and informative. I can't wait to see the movie.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I remember. I told you that's what I really want to do is put a movie out, and you suggested the podcast just to tell, like you said, get everybody to get a
a buzz going.
buzz of what's going to go on, because
Yeah.
I believe the movie is going to be so great, and even
Well, the movie's
for
gonna be great because um I don't know, you've never really seen my work, but all of those that know me out there know that my brain is a beast. So
okay,
we definitely gonna bring it with that. Um okay, I'm trying to see any other questions. Someone asks, is this for real? Wow. Yes, for real. Alexis Lopez. Yeah, so I think we have all the questions. Alexandria Elizabeth really, she was really trying to critique everything and trying to figure out where you guys went wrong. She was the one that was saying you went wrong because you had hoodies on.
no, we went wrong because we let that we went wrong doing that shit. That shit was wrong.
Yeah, so that leads me to my question. I guess we can kind of wrap things up since no one else has any questions or anything. But um, well, Poochie is asking, what was the first thing you did when you got out of prison?
The first thing I got did, my sister picked me up. I think we went to the mall, got me an outfit. The first day I got out, I went to go see Mike Epps with
Oh,
my
that's cool.
twin sister and my cousin. So yeah, I went to
Now,
go
was
see
it
Mike.
hard? Go
Huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
Well,
I'm listening.
I went to go see Mike Epps, and I think we went to a couple bars. That's the first thing I did.
How
No,
has it?
actually, I got it on video. When I first got out, they sent me on a bus, so I drove for like 16 hours to where I'm at right now in Arizona, and then my people came and picked me up from Tucson, and I hung with the family. We ate. Probably went to Benihana's first. Then I went to get dressed, and then I went to go see Mike Epps. I went
This
to
was in Detroit.
no in Arizona, Phoenix.
Oh, okay. Do you miss Detroit?
Yeah, I miss Detroit a little bit. It's cool. I'll be there all the time though
Was it hard finding employment
in
as a
Arizona.
felon?
Oh yeah, it definitely was because your background is hard to find. Yeah,
But you always told the truth on your applications.
yeah. So I have a great jobs and I have good healthy relationships with other people. Like a couple of my friends that been incarcerated, they have companies and I work for them
Oh, that's
sometimes.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. So the question of the hour is, well, it's a two-part question.
What's
The
that?
first question is, um, if you had to do it all over again, would you still do
What?
it? Like if you could do it and not get caught, would you do it all over again?
No, I wouldn't do it
Okay. And
because it's
then
not worth it. It's not worth the time. It's not worth the energy. It's not from your loved ones and growing as a human being. It's not worth it. And I missed out like on my kid's life for 4 years. So hell no, it wasn't worth it. I wouldn't do it
okay.
again. I would do something different.
All right. So to all you people who are saying that we're glorifying
No,
thievery,
hell no, we're not glorifying that all. We just yeah,
there you have it. He's saying he regrets it.
yeah, I regret that shit. I don't want to do no shit like that. But it's a good thing that things happen in life, so I could be a testimony for other young men. And that's why I want to make a movie because sometimes when a person is just like when a person tell you that when you a kid or growing up or when you're an adult, a person tell you not to do something and you do it, but they telling you that, right? They're not
Right.
showing. So I
Right.
feel if you could show someone to not do something, then 9 out of 10 they're not going to do that because you just showed them. They didn't seen the consequences of life living like that. So I think that'll be a bonus for the young men out here. Uh, it's just it's just my testimony, And it's a lot of people testimony. It's a lot of people's story, and I'm just the first one to talk about it to the world. Like it's over 300 people in Michigan that had done this crime before. It's over 400 people in Philadelphia, anywhere, Atlanta, everywhere. And what's so unique about this story is, whatever prison I went to or everywhere I went to, we all came to unite as one. And you don't even know that this person in here for this person's particular crime. And I asked this person, or this person answered me. Been plenty of times I'm in there not saying nothing. They were like, "Damn, chill. I didn't even know you was in here for that. I'm in here for the same exact thing." So it's not like it's just it's a testimony for us young people, or they've been doing this stuff, committing jury crimes, and not to glorify nothing, but I've been know about this since the Purple City Bird Gang in Detroit, Michigan. The Italian mafia and stuff like that. It's just, it's a history of this, and I believe like it's a history, and it's a way of lifestyle, because there's a lot of people that still do it to this day. You get what I'm saying? Around the world, this is a big organization. This is a big thing that people does. I met people that, like I met the guy, I was incarcerated with the guy that Will Smith took his idea. What was Will Smith? Remember when he was pickpocketing him and that woman? It was a guy that I
Oh
met.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I remember the movie you're talking about with the blonde
yeah,
chick. Yeah.
right. And and the guy, they wrote this man's story, and he was locked up, and I was locked up with him. He was one of my best friends. He's from Philadelphia. He's from where Will Smith from. His name is Shabazz, and he was in the prison for the same thing as I was in as well. And
So
they
they
wrote a story, and they wrote a movie about him. Will Smith played that movie. That's about Cuz life.
so
They
they didn't just steal his story. He actually
no, they
um
stole the story
get they stole it.
about, yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah,
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie.
yeah. That was a great movie. But
And then
I
I
put it on the platform, and I think it'll be good entertainment for it'll be a real good movie for us to film. That's why I wanted to get with you when I met you.
yeah, well we're gonna do it right, and it's gonna be entertaining. Um it won't be glorified, but it's gonna be the truth. And you take what people will take whatever they get from it. And if you can help even like one young person or whatever see the light and say like, no, that's not what I want. Yeah, this is entertaining, but the end result is
Like
prison.
yeah,
So if you could just help one person. But the second part of the question is, what is your biggest regret?
my
And
biggest
before you
regret.
answer that, I'm gonna ask you this: did you ever feel bad, like you broke your mom's heart or something?
Oh, most definitely. I felt bad. I felt
Yeah.
bad for everybody. I felt bad for everybody. I felt bad for my friends that I got caught with. That shit was kind of bad. I felt bad. Hell yeah, that was bad. Felt bad. Especially when I got sentenced. I didn't think about that when they was like about the victims and stuff like that. That's kind of traumatizing
Yeah,
for
you
them.
think so?
They was traumatized, that way they were saying that they was traumatized by us coming in there with hoodies and smashing the glass.
If the Good Samaritan is watching now, do you have something to say to him?
Hell nah.
No,
No, I don't got.
you got nothing to say to
Uh,
him.
definitely not.
Mizzy is saying, how was your family affected?
My family, they was affected majorly. My kids, they still was affected because it was a lot of time. That was what, 46 months. That was 4 years. That's a lot of.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Your phone died?
no, is it working?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah. No, my family was sad about it. It affected my mom. My mom used to cry all the time. Her and my niece, like that affected them. Uh, I know my auntie, my great auntie Charlie, she was affected by it. She was mad about it.
God
Uh,
rest her soul.
yeah, God rest her soul. She passed in September, I believe, or October. When was she passed with that?
September.
Yeah, September. Yeah, she was affected by it because all her church members called her like Auntie Charlie, Miss Miles, yo, ain't that your grandson? I mean your great uncle, your great nephew, your aunt nephew. So it was affected by it. Everybody was affected by it because even my friends, close friends, my brothers, everybody was affected by it because I'm like a high spirit person and everybody loves me. So people miss me and whatever. Even when I come around to this day, people be like, you know, it affected a lot of relationships that in the past that I had, my best friends. It just affected every family, and that's the main reason why I want to put this out because it's not about me. It's not about the criminal. It's about the family, man. It affects everybody.
Mizzy said she was crying every day.
Yep. See, they was crying like a mug because they ain't know what was going on. And then it be sometimes I'll be on lockdown for 2 months, a month, 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to a road. Like I said, I was scared. I went to a real rough penitentiary with people doing drugs, stabbing people, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of they was worried about me in there, but I believe that prayer worked and my prayer worked. I would go to church all the time. I was on God time in there. I wasn't on nobody time. It was but God time. I
So
found the Lord.
they have church in the penitentiary.
Yep.
They have a chapel
Yeah, but chapel.
with a real minister.
Ministers come through, or it be people in the congregation.
Well, that was cool.
Yeah.
Poochie said, Darcy said, "What's up?"
What up, though?
Mizzy wants to know what lessons have you learned.
The lessons I have learned is always go with your first mind and take responsibility for your actions and live life. And I learned to respect people. I learned about respect. I learned to live life through God. I learned God. That's what I learned, man. I learned about myself and I learned about the Lord Jesus Christ. I learned about that.
Good
Because when you're so
answer.
isolated from the world, you don't have nothing in tune. I would have anxiety. Like remember when I said when I was robbing jury stores, I'll be on Xanax anxiety. You know, whenever I had anxiety in penitentiary, I would read the Bible, the Lord, the Bible, and that would take away my anxiety.
Sam is asking, said, why you keep running?
Why I keep what?
Running. No.
Why I keep running?
Samantha Hall says, why you keep running?
Why I kept running?
She says, keep running. Why you keep running? Maybe she
That's
can
not a
elaborate
question.
on
Like,
that.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I can't. Maybe she can
Yeah,
elaborate on it. Crystal said, amen, brother. I'm
right.
still cracking up that you don't have nothing to say to the Good Samaritan.
Oh hell no.
That is funny.
He was doing his job.
So
That's
I
what.
read in one of the articles that one of the girls got off.
One of the girls.
Yeah, it said I guess I would have to pull the article up again, but it said that uh I think it was one of the girls that the case was the charges was dismissed on her or something.
Yeah,
Think it
probably
was
so.
because she turned evidence.
Yeah.
You blame her for that?
No, I don't. I don't blame nobody. You can't blame nobody for your actions. That's what you do. I don't blame nobody.
Okay, she said yes, kept. Why you kept running? I
Why?
guess.
Oh, running from the law?
Um, that's your sister, right? Your twin.
Yeah,
So
I don't understand though. I can't read it
we use your twin powers.
for real. No,
Make the connection because
I don't smoke. I smoke a lot of weed, but yeah. Why I kept running? Because why not? I was gonna get caught. Why turn myself in? Don't nobody want to go to jail.
no, but I'm sure you knew that it was inevitable that you were going to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So your kids understood what was going on.
They was babies. They was 1 and 18 months. They kind of know a little. They probably knew a little bit, but my sisters would bring them up to visit me. I think they knew though. They knew. Yeah, they knew. They knew that their dad was in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But everything is cool now, copacetic.
yeah, yeah.
Your kids are with you.
No, they're not. They're with their mom.
They're still in Michigan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I come see them every month though. I come see my kids often.
Okay. Well, next time you're back in town, we're gonna have to sit down and go over some
Yeah,
questions and everything like that
I'll
because
probably be there next week. As next week.
yeah, because I want to get to writing
Yeah,
like within the next week or two.
I know. I wish I was there with you. That's why I was trying to make it this week, or I was trying to make it on the 2nd of December, but I had things going on here in Arizona. So, but I'm gonna come down there and visit you.
Yeah. And we both team iPhone. There's always FaceTime.
Most definitely.
Um, so yeah, so what would you say your biggest regret is about the whole thing? Besides the obvious, which is going to jail.
The biggest regret is spending not growing with growing without not growing or seeing my kids at that age, being present with my kids. That's the only regret. I hurt,
Yeah.
I hurt my family. Yeah.
Are you doing anything to make it up to anyone or just being on the straight and narrow and living life right?
Yeah. Living life right.
Okay.
Yeah. I make it up. I make it up every day when I get up. And, do the right thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Definitely amen to that.
Be there when they need me. You know.
Yeah. I know Charlie had a lot to say.
She did.
I know she did.
Oh yeah, she did. She, she did.
Well, your family is good people
Yeah.
and your mom is a sweetheart.
Most definitely.
And your sister Minzy, she's always been cool in my book.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
Crystal says, great interview, guys. So proud of you, Renee. Thank you.
thank you. Yeah. I like it too. I have fun with you.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you, Mr. Hall.
Yeah.
Charles. I'm really proud of you because you handled yourself well. You told your story. Um, you were honest and authentic, and you know, that's all anybody can ask for. And you've shown you've shown remorse and you've shown growth. So if anybody mad at that, hey,
Hey, it is what it is.
and it ain't what it ain't.
But we're gonna love, live life, and prosper.
Well, thank you all for tuning in, and
Thank you for having me. Most definitely.
oh, you're welcome. It was my pleasure.
So much.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you keep your eyes and ears open for Minzy says that's right. Oh, I love you too, Minzy. So yeah, keep your eyes and ears open for any updates on the story. But you already know that. Thank you, Poochie said good show. But you
And
already know that.
my cousin Darcy, he for sure got that role he want.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
We'll
ready?
see what role that is once I
Ah,
get to writing and how many characters to cast in it. So yeah, those are details we need to get into so we know just how many uh actors we need, how many different locations, all the technical good boring stuff. And we will. Yeah, so we'll get off into that. But you guys keep your eyes and ears open. But you already know you're gonna hear about it from me because I promote, and then I promote
definitely.
some more. So
Thank you. Thank you.
thank thank you guys for tuning in. And
Thank you.
I'm gonna end it with my Stilettos After Dark podcast tagline. Stilettos is a peace of mind. Don't let anyone ever steal your shine. Strut on.
Straight on. All right, love you.
Crystal says, I'm super proud of him. I love a platform where a mentor lots of young men talk to them every day about these kind of things. That's right.
Hell yeah. That's the
All right.
purpose.
Good
Put
night,
it out there.
guys.
Good night. See you.